DUI laws with zero tolerance, legal BAC, open container, and penalties. Part 1. Since 1998, every state has had a zero-tolerance policy that forbids anyone under the age of 21 from operating a vehicle while having any measurable level of alcohol in their system. Additionally, it is prohibited for anyone underage to own or use alcohol. If a minor was found driving while intoxicated prior to the implementation of zero-tolerance rules but after the national drinking age had been raised to 21, they might be charged with possessing or ingesting alcohol. However, if their blood alcohol concentration was below the 0.08% threshold, they would not be charged with DUI. Anyone under the age of 21 who has even a little amount of alcohol in their blood will now be considered to be driving under the influence. Zero-tolerance regulations do not differentiate between severity or circumstance. An underage driver who uses mouthwash or cough medicine to consume minute amounts of alcohol will receive the same punishment as an underage driver who has downed a six-pack of beer. Despite minor regional differences, underage drinking is generally prohibited in the United States for anybody under the age of 21. 1. Make an effort to purchase an alcoholic beverage. Even if no money has passed hands, you may be charged with trying to purchase alcohol in many states. 2. Own an alcoholic beverage in some places. If you test positive for alcohol in your blood, breath, or urine, you may be charged with internal possession of alcohol. 3. Sip alcoholic beverages. This rule has exceptions in some states, which we will examine below. There are no exclusions in Alabama, Arkansas, Idaho, New Hampshire, or West Virginia. 4. Being drunk in public. BAC with no tolerance. Underage drivers are not allowed to operate a vehicle while having any detectable level of alcohol in their systems, according to zero-tolerance legislation. This seems simple, yet the definition of a detectable level of alcohol differs slightly from state to state. The legal BAC limit for those under the age of 21 in the United States ranges from 0.00% to 0.02%. Here are a few instances. Arizona, Texas, and Utah have a 0.00% BAC limit for those under 21. 0.01% is the legal limit for people under 21 in California and New Jersey. For those under 21, Florida, New York, and Georgia have 0.02% BAC limits. Every state has a legal BAC limit that is so low that consuming even one alcoholic beverage would put you over the limit. It's critical to be aware of your state's legal drinking age for individuals under 21 so that you can prevent unintentionally exceeding it. Alcohol is found in many items, including mouthwash, cough syrup, and sweets. In states where the legal limit is set at 0.00%, consuming these goods can be sufficient to push you over the limit. Zero-tolerance violations and sanctions. Various states have different laws regarding underage drinking. In some states, driving while intoxicated is punishable just as seriously as unlawful alcohol consumption or possession. In certain states, possession and consumption have significantly less severe consequences than DUI. In all states, it is illegal to operate a vehicle while intoxicated. If you are found guilty of DUI, you could also face fines, community service requirements, a school suspension, and license revocation. You must always be aware of how the law in your state affects this situation. When you're finished with this video, make sure to check your state's driving manual for the pertinent information. For the time being, in order to give you a general notion of what to anticipate if you are found in violation of a zero-tolerance legislation, below are some state-specific instances of underage alcohol violations and penalties. DUI sanctions include a $500 fine, up to 40 hours of community service, and a maximum 60-day license suspension. Consumption and possession are punishable by a $250 to $2,000 fine and 8 to 12 hours of community service. DUI sanctions include a $125 fine, a 6-month license suspension, and the requirement to complete an education program for intoxicated drivers. Consumption and possession of alcohol are punishable by a $50 fine, up to 30 hours of community service, and being required to attend an alcohol awareness program.